so I was messing around a bit there, couldn't figure it out, so I'm now recording again, but I've put my jacket this time, DKSubconscious jacket. That's right. So let me just show you this. So let's go to the GPK checklist base. So here we go. You've got, this isn't the finished thing, this is basically a design. I don't know where to look. I've got to look up here. I need to look at what I'm talking about, but so this is like the wireframe design, which means it's not really a design, it's just here's the basic structure. So you've got your landing page, hero image, this is like a great big sort of fancy cool image, and then we've got the latest collections, so we'll be adding the collections in here, and then view all collections will show all the collections, and this is specifically for checklisting. That's all we care about. We're not going to give you any information about any of this stuff. We're just providing this information. Maybe we'll do a deal with GPK.com where we either dynamically pull some of the information that he has for some of these things, or we just allow them to link off to his site to get further information about this. You know, we could do things like that. That'd be really cool to sort of work with someone else. But for now, like the MVP of this is just to get checklists out, and we're aiming for like Chrome 3, Sapphire, and 35th and Food Fight. We need those ones on here first. That's like priority, because they're the hot subjects right now. So yeah, you got here image, you got your latest collections, we've got latest shares. So if you've got an account with us, and you decide you want to share some of your checklists, then they will appear here. Maybe we'll show like 8 here instead, and and then you've got like a view more latest shares, or I don't know. It's still in design phase. We're just dumping things down so that we know what's going there, and then latest updates. What we're working on right now, what's going on right now. We're not going to tell you about the latest up and coming things that Tops are doing or anyone else is doing. We're going to tell you the updates about what we're doing. So what are we working to in our latest update? What are we doing? Are we adding a new checklist? Are we adding some features? So that's what the latest update's about. We're not planning on doing much else in there. And then, I don't know, if you click on, say, this is OS 185, even though this is Chrome image, this is just a quick photo I took. I've got to figure out how to take photos of these things while not having reflections. It's very difficult with Chrome. And then somewhere I've got to get the OS 1 graphics from somewhere. I don't know where, because I haven't got an OS 1 collection. So we've got OS 1 985. So this is just, at the moment, you click this and really it should just go to that collection and just show you the whole collection, and then you've got the option to add that collection to your that checklist, or collection to your checklist. And if you do that and you're in your account, you will end up on this page. So this is like your account, and this is your OS 1, for example, or let's say this is Chrome 1. You're now in here and you're like, okay, well I've got one of these, so yeah, great, and I've got one of them, and basically it's just as simple as that. You'll be able to checklist them all up. We can graphically make things look cool. At the moment, this is just, there's no design to it. It's just grids, columns, and just dumping things in. But already, I'm hoping you think that's pretty cool. Even just something as simple as that. Let's see what it's like when it's even smaller. Oh, that's pretty cute, isn't it? Me. And if I want to type in 100, and then I can carry on. So I've got 101, 102, or I can just type in eggs. And now we've gone back to 0 because eggs is not a number. So there we go. So this is what this looks like, and we'll have the options where you can, if you come here and you've got, like, let's say this is Chrome 1 again, and like me, you've got 6 full collections of it, then we'll have a button here that's like add one to everything. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just added 5 checklists. And then what we've got here: set all items to have a minimum. 1 item, all items will be unchanged. Okay, so that's it. So if you've got like 5 of a couple of these, and then suddenly you get a windfall and someone gives you an entire collection, you can add 1 to everything, but it doesn't change any of the other ones. Is that right? Or yeah, I don't know. I'll need to figure that one out. Anyhow, it's literally just sketching ideas down. But there'll be different modifiers to this and everything. And then let us say that's on accounts. So this is like, if you go to your accounts and you look at your library, you're logged in, here's your library, and you want to add one, then you will end up going to a checklist. You will end up going to a page that allows you to filter the current series that we have available, and then you can add that to your library, and then you come in here and you can edit it. But yeah, so you go into your library, you'll be able to view all your things like Chrome 1, 2, Sapphire, Chrome 3, Adam Geddem, American's Apple Pie, and then you go in there. Obviously these don't work, but if you clicked on that, then this is what you'd see. And then after that you can share it. So, do I have anything about share? No, I'm not going to bring up the other stuff. Yeah, so you'll be able to share it. And let's say you've got these ones. You've got Nasty Nick and you've got Junk Food John. You don't have Evil Eddie, you don't have Ray Decay. You'd really love to have the Ray Decay. I mean, obviously you'd all love to have that one, but let's say you really wanted the Ray Decay, you'd be able to highlight that as one you really need. When you share this collection out on your channel, so if you've got a YouTube channel, you've obviously got all your links. You can then add this link. Check out my checklist on GPChecKlists.com. And then when they go there and have a look, they can see what you've got and what you really need. And you can do this on Facebook. You can just put the link on Facebook. You put it anywhere, and then when people go here, they're checking out what you have, and then they're seeing what you really need, and then maybe they'll have that card, and then they'll say, well, we'll do a deal with you. And we won't be doing that on the site. We're the providers of information that you want to share. So let's say you go onto Facebook and you go, has anybody got an atom bomb? I'm really looking for an atom bomb. I'm willing to trade this, and this. Then our goal is to make it so that this website can cater that for you. So you could go on there and say, I'm looking for an atom bomb, or I'm looking for these cards, and then you send a link to your collection with the relevant ones highlighted. And the ones that you're willing to swap. So let's say I've got 5 Junk Food Johns. It's like I'm willing to trade this one, so that'd have like a special design to it, like a trade icon and a need icon or whatever, a desperately need icon. And yeah, that's it's weird. It gets quite deep. I mean, I'm looking at it from my point of view, and so some of it makes sense. Some of it I get confused with because I don't note it down and I forget about it. But the goal is that you don't have to write a whole load of lists. You just send someone a link and say, I'm looking for these. And also, if you just want to show someone your collection, like, these are all my base refractors. The problem we have is that I can't take a picture of every single parallel. Like, I could get a picture of the base of Chrome 1, and I've completed the base of Chrome 1 sketch. I could take a picture of all those, but I can't do that of all of the refractors because I haven't got all the base. I don't have the atom bomb. And then I can't do that for the atomic, and I can't do that for the superfractor. I'm not going to get a superfractor. There's no way I could provide a list for the superfractor. So what we're thinking of doing is taking a texture of the superfractor and the texture of the atomic, and so you have the base set, but somehow we'll incorporate into the whole checkboxing part of it, actually just checkboxing the variant texture. And so you'll then be able to filter and show only the superfractors, or no, let's be realistic, show only the prisms. And so you would see a list similar to this again, but with a prism effect somewhere to show that you're looking at prisms. So unfortunately you wouldn't be looking at a whole load of prism images, which is a shame because obviously we'd all love to do that, but at least you would see, we'd have to visually make it nice so that you feel like you're looking at prisms even though you're still looking at the base refractor graphic. Just they'd obviously change depending on what you're looking at. So the X-fractor, could end up being like this. The prism might end up looking like, oh, let's change that. Let's just type in that. That'll, your prism might end up looking like this. You might have all the base, so it'll look like this. But yeah, there's a load of stuff going on. But I think that the site isn't. It's live right now, but it's not got anything on it. It's just like hello, and that's GPChecKlists.com. But we are working on this like crazy. We want to get this out as soon as possible. And I think that if anyone's got any ideas, just throw them in the chat down the bottom. Just throw some of your little comments out about what you think would be cool. We've got a whole list of things that we want to do, so some of it you might say it's already thought of, and we know we're doing that. But definitely make comments, because some of it would be like, oh, we didn't think about it from that point of view. But I'm definitely looking at it from the point of view of what I've learned about trading on Facebook and just things like that. But at the moment we're looking at the MVP, which means we're looking at the minimum viable product. That's what we're looking at the moment. And then obviously we're going to be, it's going to be responsive, so we'll be looking at this to work on tablet, mobile, desktop, and it'll all just look pretty slick. What's going on here? Anything there? No, GP checklist. So yeah, that's it. That's the first look at GPChecklist.com. It sounds like the kids are going nuts, and I'm going to have to deal with that. So I will call it a day there. Let me bring myself up. Here I am. Hello. Many of me. Right, the kids are coming, so I'm going to turn this off now. And the kids are entered. So don't forget to subscribe and all that sort of jazz. And Gia's got the kitty cat. This is deep stuff. This is very deep. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe and pay serious attention to what's going on with this, because we are working on this. We want to get this done. We want everyone to have an amazing website to checklist their Garbage Pail Kids on. So hopefully it's going to be big. I mean, I could say it's going to be big, but I'm hoping it's going to be big. It's going to be awesome for us, or for me. The guy who's working on the back end doesn't care so much about trading cards, but he cares about the back end stuff big time. So that's all we care about. I care about the front end stuff, but I also care about Garbage Pail Kids. So for me, I think we've got the perfect mixture there. Anyhow, I will call it a day there, but thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and all that sort of jazz. Bye.